Hey guys, it's Rob, and this is the first RFC RTM1, TF Radio's first YouTube-only podcast. I'm Rob, yay. And behind me is apparently a nuclear reactor. It's right outside my house, apparently. It's just BOOM all the time. Anyway, hi. This just came out on DVD, and I had to order mine from Amazon because apparently no retailer will carry it. I've heard some FYEs had them, but I don't have any around my area. And Best Buy had Headmasters, and of course none of them in my area had it. So I got it from Amazon for like $18. And if you guys never watched Masterforce, it's like Kilby's favorite show of all time. I remember actually at RFC from about 2002 where he'd got his God Genrai reissue set and was complaining about how much he hates it. I've always liked it though because it's a really weird Transformers series. Basically, it takes the whole Transsector idea from Headmasters, where there's basically big bodies that are worn by exosuits by smaller Transformers, and uses the idea with humans as pilots. And you know, there's Pretenders, of course, which are regular Transformers. Without spoiling too much, it's a 20-year-old series, so you probably already read about it. By the end of the series, the Transsectors actually gain lives of their own and go on as regular Transformers. It's a really cool series. It's really known for, of course, everyone's Decepticon darling of late, Overlord, makes his first appearance in this. And one of the funny parts is this. It's not Optimus, it's Genrai, or Genrai, however you want to say it. I don't know if there's a correct enunciation. And if there is, it'll probably be pointed out by too many people with nothing better to do to correct Japanese names spoken by a guy from the South on a webcam. Genrai is a guy who gets a Power Master suit and pilots a Power Master Transsector that looks a whole lot like Optimus Prime. And that would be because it was originally intended to be Optimus Prime's body, and never worked out that way. That is the explanation for why an Optimus Prime toy got turned into a different character in Japan and used in the cartoon as the main hero. What do you do? This is, of course, subtitled and not the RTM1 Stars TV dub version. No Omni Productions here, like Headmasters before, but it's pretty good. I have a bootleg DVD of this subtitle, the first few episodes, and it's terrible to watch because it's like a 4-episode block altogether, and you can't skip past episodes or whatever. And I have a VCD containing the whole series with the Stars TV dub. So it's already something I've watched and owned, but getting it on a format that I can put in basically any DVD player and watch is well worth the $20 it took to order this from Amazon. That's right, $20 from Amazon, $18 and $2 shipping. You know, I think it's like $29 everywhere else. So if you want it, Amazon, baby. And next, before I go to any further, this is actually sort of going to be a short show to explain it. You know, I've got my segment on RFC Normal that Brian and I wanted to kind of split off into our own thing to kind of focus on our YouTube channel to give our viewers something exclusive. And, you know, please watch our channel here at tfradio.net. And, hey, here's Sean from SavCon wanted to say hi to everybody. To you, Sean.
Hello, everyone. This is Sean, the founder of SavCon. I wanted to send a thank you to everyone who has supported us through this long process of getting the convention off the ground. The unbelievable spirit of the fandom never ceases to amaze us. SavCon will be a legacy to every fan of this franchise. A legacy based on the belief that true fans make a convention work and continue to work. We will provide an outlet for everyone to come and meet their friends and make new ones. To meet the voices and writers of your favorite shows and tell them your heartfelt stories and give them thanks. I promise you, in my own words, SavCon will never be about money. It will be about people. Always remember, you are the heart of this franchise because we will never forget. Thank you again. All of us are really looking forward to meeting you and celebrating Transformers for the whole entire weekend till all are one. Back to you, Rob.
And that was Sean from SavCon. And I'm on staff on SavCon, which is something I've always wanted to do, was help organize a convention with Transformers. So it's a very big treat for me. And we've all been really working hard to make sure this is going to be a fun time for everyone to come. So if you can come, please come. We'd love to see you there. I know this episode's kind of rough. I'm really sorry. I'm a little out of habit. And you got to remember, doing RC with the gang, you're talking to people, other people. It's through Skype, but you're talking to people, and it comes through naturally. I'm sitting in my bedroom talking to my computer, hoping my cat doesn't run in and start screaming for me to pay him attention, by myself. So it's a little awkward to get back in the habit of recording like this. Now, this just came out this past weekend for Free Comic Book Day. By the time you see this, it'll probably be next week, actually. What's on everyone's mouths? Transformers Regeneration One, which is pretty much the most important thing to me about Transformers right now. What this is, if any of you guys remember, and for those of you who don't, last year there was a big petition online for fans to sign to get IDW to let Simon Furman continue the original Marvel comic, Transformers comic continuity in a new series, since they've let the writers continue the original G.I. Joe continuity. And it was a success, and this is the first of it. It's going to be, I think, a 20-issue series, starting off with issue 81, since the Marvel series ended at 80, and it's going to go to 100 and basically end the series. Now, I know G2 was the continuation originally, but of course it was a very segmented series from it, so that's going to be kind of done as a splinter timeline. And this, while Simon Furman has said stuff from G2 will end up in this series, it'll still have the vibe of the original series, not the G2 very 90s comics vibe going on, as well as basically the untold stories he wanted to tell, and kind of wrap up the story in a much more way other than, hey, Optimus here, okay, thanks for reading, guys. Andrew Wildman's doing the art on this, and they've made great links to make this seem like an old Marvel, Transformers comic. And to be honest with you, they did a really good job, but here's where I'm going to say, it doesn't seem like a regular Marvel comic. It seems like a Marvel UK comic, which is even better to me. Well, and the reason I say that is because of the art. Andrew Wildman, who of course drew a lot of the UK issues, drew mostly the UK issues. He drew a lot of the US stuff too, but with the coloring, all this comes off more like visually looks more like UK stuff with more modern coloring. Even though the coloring attempts to look like the older coloring, it still comes off pretty modern, and that's not a bad thing. And to be honest with you, I don't think I would have minded too much if it had modern art, but using Andrew Wildman, who's one of my favorite Transformer artists, is a really nice touch. And the whole comic, this is the Free Comic Book Day special to get kind of kicked off, is 80.5, and 81 will come out in, I think he said, July. And basically, it's sort of a up-to-speed issue, to get you up to speed to where you need to be to jump in this. Because, some people haven't read it or are not going to read it, and they're just going to see this and pluck it off because it's free. And it's kind of explained to them what's going on. And basically, it's your fresh starting point in the original continuity, and this is the catch-up issue to say, hey, this is what happened. And that's all you need, really, if you haven't read the comic, is this. And if you missed out on Free Comic Book Day, I know a lot of shops ran out. I think IDW said in a few weeks it'll be up online for free through Comixology, so pick it up if you can. Honestly, I read this, and this is great. It seems like reading it, I know this is a new comic, it's just written recently, but I honestly read, I'm like, did Simon just have this thing already made and sitting around in his basement for like 20 years? Because that's what it feels like you're reading. It's like, this is just another old issue you pulled out of your box, and that's really cool, and I really appreciate all the time and effort that's went into this. And the newer comics are fun. I actually really like the Robots in Disguise comic, and The Morning Meets the Eye, of course. Autocrossy, I'm a little hit or miss. I think every other issue I really like, and the other issue in between, I'm like, meh. They're good. They're fun. But this, the original Marvel comic series, is my bread and butter when it comes to Transformers comics. And I was completely excited for this to happen. But I was kind of worried that it'd be kind of fall flat, And so far, it has not. And my screensaver just popped up, so if I have a little going on for a second there, I'm sorry. But this so far does not feel detached or anything. It just feels like a natural flow. And that's a good thing, says Rob. Well, that's going to do it for this time frames episode. Hopefully the next one will be better. That's a bot shot Mirage. Yay. See, there's a toy too for you people. And, hopefully this show will get better as I go. Got to get back in the habit. I actually work at nighttime, and right now I'm working monster overtime. For the past month, I've been working 12-hour nights, which means I start work at 6 and get off at 6 in the morning, and I usually don't come until about 7. So I'm a little bit of a mumbling zombie at the most point. And I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time. It might be a rough start, and there's no regular schedule for new episodes. They're going to be up when I have them up. I'm hoping 2 or 3 a month, but what did I just do there? It was like a little pretty badass, huh? Yeah. So I'm hoping if this is a rough episode, I apologize, and I hope future episodes will get better. But I'm not going to promise anything, because the next episode I could just be like, So, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Now I gotta figure out where I push stop on this thing. Oh, there it is. I got a new computer.